My speech today is going to be about hiking the Rocky Mountains. Has any of you guys hiked before?
No.
Well, there's a lot of rigorous preparation that it requires. So if you are not familiar with it, I'm here to tell you how so that you can have a safe and successful trip. So the first thing you need to do is decide who you're going to go with and where you're going to go. It's very important not to go alone in case somebody needs to go get help. So I'm choosing the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, but the information that I'm giving could be applicable to almost any hike. So after you figure out where you're going to go, you need to start planning your trail and your route. The Rocky Mountain National Park is a huge park. It's beautiful. It is 265,000 acres and has more than 60 peaks that are over 12,000 feet high. There's 350 miles of trail that you can choose from, and to make the decision you can go to RockyMountainHikingTrails.com, and they have all the information with key points, pictures, elevation, and it also has a difficulty rating so that you know what you're up against. They have a list of the top 10 hikes, so the ones that you can choose from if it's your first time, like Mount Ida, Hallett Peak, the Keyhole to Longs Peak, which is the tallest one and one of the most difficult ones, Chasm Lake. So those are just to name a few. Now remember that you should start the preparation at least 2 months in advance because you need to call the backcountry office. You can call them or write them in order to book your reservations for the campsites and get your permits. And once you have the permits and everything, you need to start purchasing your physical maps. Make sure that they're waterproof. You're going to need your guidebooks and your compass. And you won't be able to have a GPS there, so having a map at all times with you is very important. So at this point, you need to make a list of all the equipment that you're going to need and make sure that you have the list when you purchase it. And you should also have a list when you're packing so you make sure that you don't forget anything. So other things that you're going to need are extra food and water. You have to have high energy snacks and prepare for extra food because you never know, you get delayed and you need to be there an extra day. You should have at least 3 quarts of water and have something to purify the water, like iodine tablets is very important to have that. And what you could do is have gallons in your car so you could drink before, take the water you're going to take, and then have water when you come back so you can stay hydrated the whole day. You should also have extra clothing, including rain gear. The weather in the mountains is so unpredictable, so you should have long sleeve, short sleeve. You should need to have your hiking boots so you can protect your toes from frostbite and from the rocks. You need to have sun protection, so sunglasses, sunscreen, hats, a pocket knife, such as this one, or the Swiss Army knife, which has several things. It has scissors, it has a little blade. These are very important for you to have. You need to have flashlights with extra battery and bulb. You need to have fire starters, so matches in a waterproof container or a lighter. You need to have a space blanket, which has a metal coating. The metal coating keeps the heat in so that you can retain that heat because at night it's going to get extremely cold, like 47 degrees cold. You need to also have a first aid kit such as this one, which is going to have everything you need, the bandages, the band-aids. You need to have pain reliever tablets like Advil, antibacterial ointment, scissors, pins, anti-acid tablet, everything you're going to need in case anybody gets sick or cut or falls. Very important. You also need to have your tent, make sure it's waterproof, your sleeping bag, utensils to eat, pots and pans, a cord of at least 50 feet of nylon in case you need to hang something, the hiking backpack of course, a mirror such as this one for signaling in case you get lost. You need to have a headlamp, and you need to have trash bags and Ziploc bags. You should also know how to prepare, well, you should have precaution with bears. So if you come across a bear, if it's far away, just stand your ground. Make sure that you are always talking in your group. You're always singing if you have to. Make sure you're loud so that the bears can go away. But if you encounter a bear, you should stand your ground, walk backwards like this very slowly, speak calmly, be prepared to fight the bear, aim for the nose, the eyes, and the face. If you have to fight it, only if it comes at you. You can play dead as well, so hold the back of your neck like this and the back of your head. If you're on the ground, you have to play dead until it goes away and stay there for as long as possible so that it goes away. But if you have to fight, then hopefully it doesn't get to that. You need to also have physical preparation, so you can start jogging, you can start taking little hikes here and there to get your heart ready for it, and make sure that you understand that the park has amenities that you can use, such as a free shuttle service and lodging. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you go hiking soon, and thank you for your time.